raise your hands and kind of wave at the people a little bit. And over here on YouTube, we have Janae. Janae is our moderator over there. And these moderators make sure that we keep this a safe space for everybody so that everybody is comfortable and that we don't have any trolling going on here that's distracting the flow of what we are doing in this house. So I'm excited about being here today. I hope y'all are too. And if y'all are ready to get down, let me go ahead and welcome the people. Let me go ahead and welcome the people over here on YouTube real quick. I'll be right. Don't go anywhere. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my YouTube family. So glad to have you here with us today. My name is AD Roberts. And yes, I'm your success coach. And every day when we come on here, there are two objectives that we have. The first objective is to create a sense of connectedness and community where we love on each other, we support each other, and create a powerful, a safe space for you to have a great experience. The second thing that we do is we always have a topic that is designed to be empowering and impactful at a meaningful level for you so that you can it helps you to become the better version of yourself. So welcome in, and today is going to be absolutely amazing. We're in day two. We're in day two of a really powerful talk that we began on yesterday. And it is the power of changing your environment. The power of changing your environment. Janae, I see you over there. So listen, if you're ready to get cracking, put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you are ready, put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Excellent. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Fine Wine. Very good, very good. Thank you, Tina. Let's go. So yesterday we started off with our conversation on the power of changing environment, understanding why it is vital to your becoming. And this is a tough conversation for some people because it calls them into, you have a newbie with you. Okay. Oh, yeah, definitely we'll definitely go over the newbie stuff for sure. We definitely will go over the newbie stuff in just a second, Janae. Um, you know, it's a tough conversation to have because it calls for you to step outside of a comfort zone. But the subconscious mind, it loves the familiar. It loves the familiar. It loves the subconscious mind loves to experience repetition over and over again, and it loves what it knows. Even if we like to call it the uncomfortable comfort zone. And so many of us have a calling, we have a desire and a need and this thing that's within us that's really calling us to something bigger and better. Now, out of all of the people that we have on here, do we have anybody here that feels a calling to do and to be something bigger and better? And that calling might be grounded in them relocating. And if that's you, put me in the chat. If that's you, put me in the chat. If you feel that there's something bigger, there's something better, there's something calling you, and that calling may be grounded in you actually. It may be grounded in you actually having to uproot. And that call may call for you to leave a uncomfortable comfort zone. I see you, Janet O. I see you, Janet O. Anybody else? Anybody else? Come on. I see you, Janae. Anybody else? Anybody feel that need? Because this is a conversation. Thank you, Fine Wine. And this is just as we began yesterday. Where you are planted, it matters. Where you are planted matters. Because we can show how the environment, your environment literally shapes who you are. It shapes your full expression. So we're going to kind of do a little brief recap and then kick today off in full-fledged, okay? So every environment carries a silent influence that shapes identity, decisions, and the path a person believes they're allowed to walk. So where you live, hey, Majestic, good to see you. And so where you live, your family, your friends, the community that you're connected to, it all has a matrix, and that matrix is conducive for a thing. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you. And thank you, Majestic, for grabbing that daily heartbeat. Good to see you on here. And so transformation becomes far more natural when the environment matches the direction of growth instead of the old version of you. Because the old version of you is running off of a program that is old. And before we get too deep into this, let me lay some foundational stuff. Especially my newbies. And if you're a newbie, if you're a newbie in here, please put newbie in the chat so that we can love on you. Let me lay this foundationally. Foundationally, we live in an energetic universe, right? We live in an energetic universe, and because we live in an energetic universe, the universe, Art Laws. Y'all love it. Welcome in, Art Laws. Welcome in. So glad to have you with us. Listen, y'all love on the Art Laws, please. Please do that. Thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all. Did I see Fabulous come up in here? I think I just saw Fabulous come in. Come on in, him. Come on in here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, superstar. Welcome in. Thank y'all for loving on them. And if we have any other newbies that are coming in, let us know that you're a newbie so that we can love on you too. All right, but let me lay this foundationally. And y'all, listen, we're at 10K. We've just surpassed 10K. So go ahead and let's go ahead and push this live out. Let's go ahead and share, because as you share, that pushes us out to the FYP even more. So thank you so very much. I truly appreciate y'all. So foundationally, we live in an energetic universe. And in an energetic universe, this universe has a language. It has a language that it speaks. And that language is what? That language is frequency. It is vibration. Hey, Joy, good to see you on. So that language is vibration, it's frequency. And that frequency, you may say, well, you know what, AD, well, where does this frequency come from? Well, in part, that frequency comes from us. We are a vibrational frequency. And how? You say, well, what are you talking about, AD? The thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience, they create a resonance. They create a resonance, and I call those the protocols of alignment. And so that thing, that resonance that it creates is a frequency in and of itself, that resonance. And that resonance is projected out into the quantum field. The quantum field receives it, and it is then projected or reflected back to us as what we experience as reality. Thank you, Fabulous, for grabbing that daily heartbeat. And so we live in a world based upon what the universal law of correspondence says, as within, so without, as above, so below, as it is in the east, so shall it be in the west. What that means is the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience, they are projected out into the quantum field. That quantum field receives it and it reflects it back to us as reality. So the reality that we're experiencing is systemic of the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that we feel. That comes from within. Where? Within our subconscious mind. And because it's within our subconscious mind, literally, the universal law of correspondence says, as within, so without. So what you and I are experiencing as reality is merely a reflection of what is on the inside. If that makes sense, please let me know. If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. If it doesn't, say, hey, AD, listen, can you help me a little bit? Can you explain that again? So what that says is where your focus goes. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Majestic. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Luxter. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Fabulous. So what that says is, thank you, Tina. All right, Agent. Oh, you need me to run that back. I think we ran that back for you before. You tracking, but you got it. Come on, here we go. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. So in an energetic universe and having a language in this universe being frequency or vibration, how we communicate, because see, the universe does not give us what we ask. It doesn't give to us what we ask. It don't give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves, our self-identity. And our identity is grounded in what? The thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. That creates a resonance. literally 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you vibrate at a frequency based upon the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. That resonance is projected out into the quantum field. It's projected out into the universe. The universe then receives it and is reflected back to us as reality. So where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. I hope that helped. I hope that helped, Agent. And so for our conversation today, if the language of the universe is frequency, that means everything has a frequency. Everything has an energetic signature. Everything vibrates. Nothing is at rest. That's the law of vibration. Everything vibrates. Everything moves. Even the things that you think aren't moving, they're moving. They're vibrating. They're resonating. Oh, no, you're good. No, you don't have to apologize. This is exactly what we want. That's what we want, Agent. I want you to make sure that you get this thing down pat. Because when you understand it, you can walk in it. You can begin to unravel the mysteries of what's going on in your own life. When you understand the basic rudimentary elements of this universe, and then you begin to overlay the understanding with universal laws. And then you start using spiritual traditions and psychology to underpin these things. And so you understand what the human experience is and how you can change your own life and shift your reality. So those kinds of things are very, very important. All right. Does that make sense, everybody? And again, if you are a newbie, let us know that you're a newbie so that we can love on you. All right. So let's go. So for our conversation today, the topic is the power of changing your environment, understanding why it is vital to your becoming. Becoming what? Becoming the best version of yourself, becoming the picture that you have seen in your mind. Because see, here's the thing. Many of us, we go to bed at night and we dream, right? We go to bed at night and we have a vision of what our life should look like. But unfortunately, when we wake up in the morning and our feet hit the ground, our eyes open, our feet hit the ground, and we look out, the reality that we're experiencing doesn't look like the dream that we have. Anybody know what I'm talking about there? That there's a vision in your head of what your life is supposed to look like. But when you open your eyes and you look at your day-to-day routine right now, it does not match. Anybody know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, put yes in the chat. If that's you, put yes in the chat. Because that is the thing. If somebody, and I love to say this. Thank you, Jay Barry. Listen, if somebody had told you, y'all gonna laugh. If somebody had told you when you were 20 years old that this would be the life that you're living right now, that this is the house that you be living in, if that this would be, this was the job or career, that this was the life that you were going to be living, you'd have told them you a lie. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about? You had a picture in your mind. And so as you begin, come on, thank you, Trinity. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you, Janae. You had a picture. All of us have a picture. And so when it comes to us creating that picture, the reality that we're creating is always reflective of what's going on inside. That's the tough part. The reality that you're experiencing right now is systemic of the visions that you have, the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. They right now, they have been for the last however many years that you've been on this planet, they are projected out into the quantum field. They're projected out into the universe, and the universe receives it. And the quantum field reflects it back to you as your reality. Universal law of correspondence says, as within, so without. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You literally are a reflection. Your life, what you're experiencing right now, is a reflection of what's happening on the inside. And so if you don't like the reality that you're facing right out here, change the inside. Now, What is one of the greatest influences on the inside? Why are you the way you are? Why do you think the way you think? Why do you have the trepidations that you have? Why do you think you have the fears? Why do you have the traumas? What happened? Where did it come from? It came from, hey, Tamara, good to see you on. It came from, in part, the environment you were raised in, the environment of the relationships in your life, the environment of the family situation that you have, the environment of the home, the environment of your school, the environment of your neighborhood, the environment of your school, the environment of your city, the environment of your state, the environment of your country. Those things lead to create a matrix for which you are operating in right now. Your greatest influence, the greatest influence in your life is your environment. Epigenetics shows us that when you change the environment, you change the gene. Epigenetics, above genetics. The genetics inside, what happens inside of your physical body. When you change the environment, you change the gene and how the gene expresses itself. And so the moment that you realize that you control your environment, you can control the gene. So universal law of correspondence says we can understand the macrocosm by studying the microcosm. And conversely, if you want to understand something, a larger principle, study a smaller principle. The smaller principle in this matter would be epigenetics and how epigenetics influences the gene expression in our physical bodies, right? So it would stand to reason that from a larger macro perspective, that the environments that we grow up in also have an influence on how we express ourselves. So it is important. It's absolutely imperative that you understand why it is vital to your becoming, to make sure that you're in the right environment. So every environment carries a silent influence that shapes identity, decisions, and the path a person believes that they're allowed to walk in. Transformation becomes far more natural when the environment matches the direction of growth instead of the history. Many of you right now are holding on to relationships that are done. Many of you are holding on to seasons that are done and beyond this moment. And because you continue to hold on to something that no longer serves you, you're going to continue to get what you've always gotten. So everything is a relation, everything is an environment. The environment of your home, the environment of your relationships, the environment of your family, the environment of your neighborhood. All of them affect how you think, how you be, how you live, how you breathe. All of those things. All of those things. And so here we go. The invisible architecture of your environment. Every environment becomes a silent teacher that instructs the subconscious mind who a person believes they are allowed to become. Every room, every routine, every variable in the equation, everything, every variable in the equation is influenced by environment. So and we're gonna catch up with the day. Quantum field responds to an atmosphere. The quantum field responds to atmosphere, especially in an energetic universe. Move a muscle, change a thought, quite possible. Absolutely. So everything is connected, but the environment is the most potent influencer. It is the program. It is the base in which most of the programming that you experience as a child or as an adult, where it manifests from, your environment. So every environment vibrates with a frequency. It interacts with the nervous system, emotions, and accesses to creativity. There's so much that leads to you becoming the best version of you. But the community, the neighborhood, the city where you are has to be conducive for it. Because if it's not conducive for it, it's not going to work. So upgrading the environment becomes an energetic signal to the quantum field that the person is ready for higher opportunities. Watch this. Here you go. Come on in here, especially my newbies. Here we go. Watch this. When you are looking to create something fresh and new, old keys don't unlock new doors. Old keys don't unlock new doors. And because old keys don't unlock new doors, when you stay in old seasons, the old seasons will continue to repeat over and over again the same bad behavior, the same brokenness, the same scarcity mindset, the same dysfunction. All of those things, as long as you stay in the same dysfunctional environment, you'll receive the same dysfunction in your reality. I decided to move this morning. Wow, that's what I'm talking about. That's right, D Gathers. That's how that works. So when you change, and see, here's the thing. And some of you have to, it's time for you to change environments. Thank you for putting that up there. Thank you for putting that up there. Fabulous. Thank you. Because when you have the unmitigated gall to step beyond the limitations of your present moment's situation, and it doesn't matter whether it's a new house, whether it's a new neighborhood, whether it's a new relationship, all of those things. If the season, if the environment that you're in is not conducive for where you are going, it's time to leave. If the environment does not support, if this environment does not align with you, if it does not help to incorporate and inculcate a powerful boost to your shift and change, then nothing is going to happen. Upgrading the environment becomes an energetic signal to the quantum field that the person is ready for higher opportunities. So in order for you to walk into a healthy new relationship, you get you a new boo. You don't go back to the old boo. Why would you go back to the old boo? Because the old boo still got the old boo stuff going on. Do they not? Does she not? Does he not? He has the same things going on. Old keys don't open new doors. But the moment you begin to walk past and leave the old behind, and it opens up a signal, it literally sends a signal to the quantum field that says, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a new and bigger opportunity. And as I walk into a space where I'm ready for a new and bigger opportunity, that opportunity begins to shine and grow. And you begin to see more. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. You begin to see more and more opportunities present themselves over and over and over again to you. All right, let's roll. If y'all are ready for part 3, put 3 in the chat. That's it. Come on. Come on, because listen, Fabulous is not going to be the only one that moves on today. And if we have any more newbies, please let us know that you're a newbie so that we can love on you up in here. This is a big, big family. I promise you this is a big family. And if this is your vibe, it might be your tribe. If this is your vibe, it might be your tribe. Come on, let's go. Agent said they getting up out of there too. Ayana, listen, Ayana is a newbie. Y'all love on Ayana. Welcome in. Blue Virgo is a newbie. Welcome in. Welcome in. So glad to have you in here with us. Y'all love on our newbies, please. Thank you so very much. And thank y'all for having the courage to say hey, because I know we got some lurkers in here that's just kind of hanging out, and that's cool. D Gathers, you are not a newbie up in this thing. But welcome to all of our newbies. Welcome in. Right. Fine wine, all of that foolishness. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to have everybody in here today. The subconscious mind interprets environment as identity. We left off here yesterday. Hey, Sierra, good to see you in here. Welcome in, Sierra. Welcome in. Welcome in. So glad to have y'all with us today. And again, if this is your vibe, it might be your tribe, and I hope you stick around. Because there are 3 ways to engage with us. One is to just come here on this live every day from 12 to 2. And so I'm excited to have you here with us. But if this is your vibe and this might be your tribe, I want to invite you to become a super fan and join us in the Oasis. The Oasis is our channel on Discord. That's right. It's our channel on Discord. And when you become a super fan right here on TikTok, you get automatic access into the Oasis. So I truly appreciate you guys, and you can connect there. And then if you're having some financial difficulties, or if you're having some technical difficulties and you need help getting into the Oasis, just message one of our moderators, and they'll help you. All right, excellent. And the last way to engage with us is to become a member of the Oasis Mind Spa. And the Oasis Mind Spa is exactly what it sounds like. It is an oasis for your mind. It is a spa for your mind. It will help you to become the best version of yourself. And so I'm so happy and glad to be able to invite you there because it's a wonderful space. And in the Oasis, let me tell you, you want to be a part of the Oasis because inside of the Oasis, we have guided meditations. We have pre-recorded hypnosis sessions. We have different forms in there, like a woman's safe space, because women need a safe space. You need a space where you can talk about your emotional things, the things that are unique to women, a woman's experience. Everything from menopause to hormonal things. So y'all can talk in there, and it is a safe space. So I'm excited to offer that to you. And the brothers stuff is coming soon, and it'll be in there. We'll have that launch before the week is out. And so I'm really glad to have that. And then every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the virtual, not virtual, every Monday morning at 9 a.m. we have the Monday morning meditation. That's right. We have the Monday morning meditation. So it's really powerful. All right. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. So hopefully that you guys will connect with us there and we can continue to move forward. The subconscious mind studies the environment constantly. Your subconscious mind studies the environment that you're in constantly. It's like it's feeling out the environment, it's feeling out the environment, it's feeling out the environment, and makes conclusions about who a person is and what they're capable of. Immediately, you realize who you are and based upon your environment. And so we talked yesterday a lot about the environment of of an impoverished community versus wealthy communities and what's conducive in one versus the other. And so those things begin to lend to just what I'm saying. Your subconscious mind is going to study that environment and it's going to get a constant feedback loop. All right? Oh no, you're more than welcome, superstar. Thank you, Janae. Your subconscious mind is going to continuously study that environment. It's like feelers. It's like feelers trying to figure out where you fit into this space. Where you fit into this space and how it feels and how it works and how these things, how it influences how you feel and it influences what you believe is possible. And that's everything from just your bedroom, how it's organized, how it's set up, all of those different things, how all of those different things show up. Your surroundings become anchors. Your surrounding becomes anchors that reinforce evolution. Follow me now. It's either going to reinforce evolution or it is going to tether a person to outdated versions of themselves. Come here. I know that's tough. The environment, the surroundings become anchors. And it's going to either cause you to thrive, it's going to remind you of how things are. It's going to tell you who you are in ways that either support or destroy. The subconscious mind, surroundings become anchors. I'm reading this again. I'm giving it to you again, Janae. Surroundings become anchors that reinforce evolution or tether a person to outdated versions of themselves. It is either going to birth something fresh and new in you, or it's going to anchor you or tether you to an old season. And the greatest thing that you can do is to untether yourself, to untether yourself from an old to an old season. The greatest thing that you can do is to release an old season and walk into something fresh and new. But this isn't a loud, boisterous act. It is an act of reverence and an act of pure soul work. You see, some people do things for fanfare. Watch this here. You might be able to fool some, but in your heart you can't fool. You can't fool yourself. There is a version of you that if you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to do the work, you might be able to fool me. You may be able to fool her, but who you can't fool is yourself. Because there is a level of spiritual and emotional integrity that you have to operate from. Some people do things for fanfare, for others to see and to watch. Some people do things to justify their foolishness. But what I will say is that you can never trick yourself. Because in the quiet moments, in the recesses of your own mind, your heart, your spirit, you know exactly who you are and who you present to be, unless you're narcissistic. And you know, there's a powerful place. And when you begin to change your environment, when you begin to shift your relationships, when you begin to shift things in your space and in your world, it creates an environment that one is in alignment with your passionate purpose. You begin to see things in an amazing way. You begin to see through the fog and the mist of delusions. You begin to see through distractions, because in the right environment, the things that are not authentic, the things that are illusionary, they will show up and you'll be able to taste it just as clear as you could taste rain. You will be able to see through the lies, the veils, the bull crap, and all of that when you are in the right environment. But when you are in the wrong environment, what doesn't resonate will fall away. The best thing that you can do is to change environments, because your surroundings either become anchors that reinforce evolution and growth, or they are anchors that support and tether you to outdated versions of yourself. Remember what I like to say, the greatest hater that you'll ever experience, the greatest hater that you'll ever experience is the old version of you. It's the old version of you. Questioning your limiting beliefs, and are they yours? Oh yeah, that's good. Thank you, Fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, y'all, when y'all do that right there, I teach a lot better. I promise you I teach a lot better. Thank you, Fabulous. I do. I appreciate you. All right, here we go. Objects tied to painful memories. Objects. You know, some of y'all still got some old jewelry that the old booze gave you. You do. You still got it in the jewelry box. And every time you look at that piece of jewelry, it's a trigger. It reminds you of a season or a person long past. You still got it. No, don't say wow now. Yeah, you got to get rid of it. That's right. You got to get rid of it. Don't say wow now. Don't say wow now. Literally. You have things that have anchored your surroundings. You have gifts that were given to you by people that you don't even talk to anymore. But because you still possess it, you have not only a psychological anchor to it, sometimes you have spiritual anchors. Sometimes people give things to you and they might have spells on them. Now, I'm going into a whole new area there right there. But you got to be careful of the things that you receive and you accept from people. Sisters, brothers, be mindful of the things that you receive, because those things have an energetic imprint on them. And that energetic imprint has an effect on your environment. And so it's really, really important that you be mindful of it at the same time. So again, objects tied to painful memories keep a person small. Uplifting items encourage you for self-expansion and growth. Why I feel like you're talking to me about plastic bags again. Now, listen, Tamara, if you got them plastic bags in your house, go on and get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. Like, if there's some things that you're holding on to, let go. You're not going to need it anymore. You're not going to need that thing anymore. There's something else special for you. I promise you. I promise you. And them plastic bags that y'all been holding on to, I know they back piling up. I sat on y'all front porch. I don't know what y'all keeping them plastic bags for. Cause you know, Fine Wine was struggling. She still got her plastic bag. She gave away a bunch of them, but I bet you they've been since she's been to the grocery store. They piling right back up. What if they don't trigger you? You're still anchored to the past. Let it go. You got two. You lying? I bet you got two. You just lie. You don't have no two. You got more than that. Just let it go. Alejandra, let it go. I know they were beautiful. Just let it go. It is an anchor. Your surroundings become anchors. They either reinforce your evolution or they tether you to the past. Are you moving forward or are you remaining where you are? So it's really important. So if y'all are ready for part 4, put 4 in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are cranking away, man. Listen, now I don't know what's going on. Let them old numbers go too. Now, who got that? I don't know about going inside of your phone. I got to find old numbers and get rid of them things. Lord Jesus, that's a lot of work. I don't even look at them. You know the same 5 people that you talk to every day anyway. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for those 4s. Listen, we're nearing the top of the hour. We're at 24K. We are not looking good. I'm just telling y'all right now. That 24, I don't know if we're gonna make the 100K today. We are not looking good. We're almost at the top of the hour, and we're only at 25K. Usually we're at 50 by now. This is not good. But we'll see what we do. We'll see what we do. All right, let's go. Thank y'all so much. Here we go. Emotional intelligence and the atmosphere of becoming. Emotional intelligence and the atmosphere of becoming. Atmosphere is important. Atmosphere is important. Emotional patterns rise or settle depending on the energy of the space the person interacts with. Now watch this. You ever been somewhere? You ever walked into a space? Whether you walked into a house or walked into a building, you walked into a commercial spot like a club or a hotel. You ever walked in somewhere and it just did not feel right? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody ever walked in and just something did not settle right with their spirit? Right, D. There you go. Thank you, Tamara. You couldn't put your finger on it. What's going on, business mentor? I see you up in there. Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all love on the business mentor. That's a good friend of mine. Glad to see you in here, Angela. Good to see you. Welcome in. You get into that space and you're like, wait a minute. This is something just isn't right here. Something isn't right. Tamara says, I'll turn around and leave as soon as I notice it. But see, what happens is your emotions, notice what I said, emotional patterns rise based upon environments that you walk in. What is emotion? What do we say emotion is? What do we say emotion is? Come on. What do we say emotion is? Emotion is what? Energy in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. That's right. And so with energy in motion, when you walk into a particular space, that space is conducive for a thing. And so when you walk in and you don't feel right and you don't feel comfortable, that means that there's something vibrationally offline. And so you need to be mindful of every environment that you're in as you walk into it. So emotional patterns will rise. You can walk into your old, like some of you all are getting ready to go back into it's the holidays. Y'all getting ready to go to the Big Mama's house. And some of you all have trauma. Some of you have trauma that is built up in that space, right? Some of y'all have trauma that's built up in that space. Some of you have some old stuff. Loop vibe. That's that. Yeah, no, that's good, Antoine. No, I like that. I like that. That vibe where you're literally looping vibes. There's a vibe that you're constantly experiencing over and over again. So when you walk into these old experiences, these old houses, these old family places, and where all of these memories and traumatic experiences happening, you wind up in a constant loop because you continue to go into these same spaces over and over again, and it triggers an emotional response. And so, yes, your intuition begins to speak to you, Janae. And so you have to use that piece. You have to use that discernment. And that discernment is really, really important. So again, emotional patterns rise or settle depending on the energy and the space a person interacts in the most. Chaos. Chaos triggering reactive behavior. Stillness supporting emotional clarity. So it's so important for us to get into a space. Yes, it deregulates you. And we talked about deregulation and all of that kind of stuff. Never override that discernment. So it's really important that you bring this into your, like out of your bag of tricks, if you will. All right. So we know we cooking with gas today. We cooking with gas. So chaos triggering reaction. Chaos triggering reaction. Like, I don't like crowds. When I say crowds, I mean like if I go to a club or a lounge or something, I don't like when there's a bunch of people and they're crammed up on top. I don't like all of that. What I do, just give me a nice little crowd where you and we can walk and navigate, and nobody nobody is bumping and knocking into each other. That environment is very, very different. Right, D, there you go. That environment is different. I don't like that environment. And so it creates it creates a feeling of chaos. And so chaos often triggers a negative emotional response. And so being in the right environment, it could still that's like quiet, soft music. It can create an environment that is conducive for peace and regulation of your nervous system. If you live in a house where everybody is arguing, there's always tension, there's always stress, there's always strife, what do you need to do? You need to change environments. You got to change environments. You have to change environments. Mastering emotions becomes easier when the environment supports calmness. It's hard for you, like when you start to regulate your nervous system and you start to release, because one of the things that I do when I'm working with my clients is exercises on releasing energetic blocks, releasing energetic tension, stress, strife, releasing old stories, releasing energetic things. So what I help to do is I help to change the environment of the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, even the spiritual body. And so as we change the environment of the mind, we change the environment of the spirit, we change the internal self, we then change the dialogue. Because when you change how a person sees themselves, they no longer speak the same way. They no longer think the same thoughts. They no longer take the same actions, and they no longer experience the same emotions. So when you have a shift in environment, and that environment is in alignment with peace, you can operate in a state, in a place of peace. There's an old African proverb that says there is no prosperity without peace. And so peace in of itself is a matrix. And I want you to look at everything in your world as a matrix and an influential frequency, because we live in an energetic universe, and in an energetic universe, the universe has a language. That language is frequency, and that frequency, it's so important. That frequency is so important. That frequency is so important that you be mindful of it. because that energy, the frequency of that energy is going to have an influence on you one way or another. Good to see you in here, Amara. Listen, Amara, good to see you in. Glad to see you in here. Good to see you. Good to see you too. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, Sandra. All right, I got you. So you changed your name. Well, but the picture, I got you. It's good to see you too. That's what I'm talking about. So I was like, wait a minute now. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Listen, y'all welcome Sandra up in this thing. That's Amara. Y'all love Amara up in here. So glad to have you in here with us. So glad. So your emotional energy, the environment is so key. So as we begin to do the inner work, and we change the environment of the physical body, we change the environment of the mind, we change the environment of your spirit, we change the environment. It has an effect on the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. And as it has that effect, it then projects out into the quantum field. Thank you, Amara. As it projects out into the quantum field, the universe reflects it back to us as reality. So as we make these shifts and changes, it's important that the environment that you're in are conducive. I keep saying the same thing over and over again. Mastering emotion becomes easier when the environment supports calmness, clarity, and grounded in presence. If you're ready for part 5, put 5 in the chat. Put 5 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Put 5 in the chat. And listen, we're nearing the top of the hour. Listen, I'm so glad to have y'all in here. If you are a newbie, let us know that you're a newbie. If we haven't already acknowledged you, let us know that you're a newbie so that we can love on you. Let us know that you're a newbie so we can love you. I appreciate you guys for being in here. This is such a wonderful time. And listen, if any part of this, let me go ahead and if you want to work with me, if you want to work with me one-on-one, it's a good time to do that. Yes, and for our new folks in here, my name is A.D. Roberts, and I am your success coach. I am also a clinically certified hypnotherapist. And every day when we come onto this live, every day, there are 2 objectives that we have, okay? The first objective is to come together to create a sense of connectedness and community where we love on each other, where we support each other. And this is a safe space. This is not a contentious space. This is a safe space for everybody that's involved. And so, and I thank our moderators for helping to make this stay a safe space. The other thing is that the second thing that we do is every day when we come on here from 12 to 2, we always have a topic that is designed to be impactful and empowering at some meaningful level. And so it's going to resonate with you where you are so that you can become the better version of yourself. And the way I teach is I teach with repetition because the subconscious mind loves repetition. Loves repetition. It constantly, thank you, D. It loves repetition. It loves the familiar. And so I say the same principles, I say the same universal laws, I say the same protocols over and over again, but in different contexts. And I teach them in different contexts because what I'm doing is helping to shift your subconscious mind. You may not realize it, but I am programming your subconscious mind. Any of y'all start to realize that y'all as y'all talk to y'all friends, y'all sound like me? Anybody realize that they starting to sound like me in this thing? Come on. Let me see. Fine Wine says yes. Anybody else? Anybody else willing to admit they starting to sound like Coach? Come on. Let me know. and while you doing that, if we have Fabulous says yes, Lisa T, Tamara. So you trying to explain them, you trying to put them on game, you trying to help them out. But no, I do that with intentionality. So if you are ready to take your life to the next level and you are really serious about it and you want to engage at the highest level of engagement, because there are 3 ways to engage with us here. One is to come to this live every single day. The second way is to join us and connect with us in the Oasis. That's our channel on Discord. And to do that, you become a super fan right here by clicking that picture, that good looking guy right there. I always be saying, where your focus goes, your energy flows. That's a good thing. And manifestation soon follows. That's it. So go ahead and click on that picture up there, become a super fan, and that gives you access into the Oasis. And that's our channel on Discord. But if you're having some kind of financial difficulties or hey, technical difficulties, it's easy. It's easy. So just message one of us and we'll get you into the Oasis because we have some amazing things there. But if you want to work with me one on one and you're really, really serious about making that investment in yourself, I'm about to pin a form. Just go ahead. Here's a contact form right there. You see this white form? Y'all see that form? If you can, it's going to be up there only for like 30 seconds. And then once it goes away, it's going to be like this orange arrow thing. Can y'all see that? Let me know if you can see it. Just by saying yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. You can see it. So listen, if you want to work with me, this is a great time to do it. As we begin to move into the calendar year, the new calendar year, go ahead and it's a great time to begin to work on yourself. So thank y'all. Go ahead and complete that application. And what that does is that will give you that a one-on-one with me, and we'll see how it is that we can engage and how we can help to take your life to the next level. The other thing that I want to do is that pull your calendars out. Go ahead and pull out your calendars really, really quickly. It's coming up really, really quickly on December the 23rd. That's right. Write it down. December the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am hosting a virtual hypnosis experience. If you've never experienced hypnosis and this is your first time, and because there are many people who have experienced hypnosis that are on this live right now, they're a part of the Oasis Mind Spa already. And so they come back month after month. I try to do it once a month, but sometimes I'm not able to. But we have one scheduled for this month. That's August. That is, hey, Henson, good to see you on. That is December the 23rd. That's December the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we host it on Zoom. And so there is a registration for it. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Fine Wine. Y'all follow Fine Wine's lead. In order to do the registration, it says virtual hypnosis experience. And the registration is normally $95, but because you guys have been with me, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you for 49 bucks. So go ahead and do it. And this month's theme, oh, don't go anywhere. Check this out. This month's theme is healing the inner child. Healing the inner child. And that's the most important thing. Healing the inner child. Because as we heal the inner child, it puts us in a place so that we can begin to become the better version of ourselves. You understand? And so that's that's super key. That's super key. The next thing, because and hopefully you'll be there. I'm looking forward to you guys being there. I'm excited about it. I want you to be there. All right, here it is. So that inner child healing is vital. So that's that. Make sure that you're there. That's December the 23rd. December the 23rd, right before we move into the new year. This will be our last virtual hypnosis experience for the year. It will be our last one. So make sure that you're there. You don't want to miss it. And it's one of those things to where if you engage and you're a part of it, I promise you it's going to be transformational. I promise you it will be transformational, especially the healing of this inner child. And it was a topic that we did about a week or so ago. And it was really, really, really transformational in here, just us talking about it. But actually having a hypnosis session that is driven to help you to untether from the pains of the past and to release some of that old blockage and stuff so that you can, because see, that's part of the problem is that you're holding on to old seasons and old things and old relationships and ties to family, ties to trauma, things that happened to you as a young child. So this virtual hypnosis experience is going to be absolutely powerful. Thank you, Mia, for that. So hopefully you'll be there with us and do the registration. Again, it's normally 95 bucks, but I'm giving it to you today here on TikTok and on YouTube for 49 bucks. And all you have to do is once you do the registration, when you do the registration, all you do is you put down there in the discount code section, OMS 49. And so when you put in the OMS 49, you'll get it for 49 bucks. All right? Excellent. And make sure if you want to work with me, all you have to do now is hit that little orange arrow right here in TikTok. And yes, that's the, and the discount code is OMS49. Now, let me go ahead and put this up here. Don't y'all go anywhere because we're going to continue with this powerful talk, and we're going to wrap this up today. So I don't want you to miss it, but I have to offer this right here. I want you to take a look right here, down here at the, if any part of what we've been talking about has resonated with you at any meaningful level, I authored this book, Cracking the Abundance Code. I authored this book, Cracking the Abundance Code. and I released it in the spring of this year. It is a powerful tool that we have used to help transform the lives of so many people. And so this book, Your Natural State is Abundance. This book is designed to help you to move beyond the limiting beliefs that you hold. Your natural state is abundance. Your natural state is abundance. I tell you that right now. And because if you're not experiencing that level of wealth and abundance in your life right now, it may simply be because you're out of vibrational harmony and alignment with it. Okay? Because the wealth that you're looking for, it's looking for you. That's right. You are abundance. Exactly. Thank you, Amara. You are abundant. And because you are abundant, your very nature is abundant. So your life should look like abundance. Because what does universal law of correspondence say? As within, so without. As within, so without. As above, so below. As it is in the east, so shall it be in the west. So if you look at your life, the life that you're experiencing outside of you does not look like the life that you really, really want. It's not that abundant thing. Then there's some things that you're holding on internally that you need to let go. And so when I wrote Cracking the Abundance Code, I wrote it so that the very first thing that you could do is in the very first chapter is letting go of limiting beliefs, being able to recognize what those limiting beliefs are. And then as you recognize them, you can begin to work on them. And so the very first chapter is on limiting beliefs and what's been holding you in vibrational disharmony with abundance. The very next chapter is a powerful chapter because after you tap into those limiting beliefs, the very next chapter, hey Pharaoh, good to see you on, man. The very next chapter is on quantum leaping into your wealthy identity. Because quantum leaping is a powerful tool that you can use in order to actualize your wealth and your prosperity much, much faster. You don't have to do it and follow those traditional paths. And so Cracking the Abundance Code is going to help you to see those things and walk in it. All right. And so it's a powerful, powerful tool. And if I could read a quick excerpt out of Cracking the Abundance Code. Quantum leaping. Quantum leaping is not about gradual changes or incremental progress. It is about making dramatic, energetic shift that allows you to bypass the traditional steps and obstacles that might otherwise stand in your way. By embodying the thoughts, energy, and actions of your wealthy identity, you begin to think, feel, and behave as if your goals have already been accomplished. This alignment creates a powerful magnetic force, drawing opportunities, people, and circumstances needed to actualize your vision into your life much more quickly. So if you haven't grabbed your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, go ahead and grab your copy. You see this link right down here, right here where it says, see this white banner where it says Cracking the Abundance Code? Go ahead, you can get it right here in the TikTok shop and we'll send that bad boy to you right a doggone way. Yeah, listen, thanks, Pharaoh. Peace to you too. So go ahead and grab your copy. Go ahead and grab your copy. And when you grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, I'm going to sign it. I'm going to personalize it. And as I personalize it, I'm going to put a little GIF in there. I'm going to put your name in here and we'll ship this out to you immediately. Usually it gets to you in a couple of days because we are on it. We are on it. We are on it. So again, if any part of our conversation today has resonated with you, you definitely want to get your copy. We have sold over 100. We've sold over 100 copies. Pharaoh, listen, y'all, let's congratulate Pharaoh for grabbing his copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. Let's go ahead and celebrate Pharaoh. Thank you, Pharaoh, for grabbing your copy. There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so as we move on to the next thing, listen, you definitely want to grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, especially as we're moving into the new year. As we're moving into the new year, you definitely want to do it because it's going to help. It's $15 at the end of the day. And let me show you one other thing inside of Cracking the Abundance Code. In the very, very beginning, I have a 21-day roadmap. A 21-day Cracking the Abundance Code roadmap that literally is going to help you step by step, day by day. This is not a challenge. It's not one of those things, but it is simply a roadmap that you can use for 21 days that will transform your financial situation. It will. It is almost like having me with you because day by day, I am showing you exactly what you need to be doing, how you need to be doing it, and all of those amazing things. So this is definitely a tool that you want. You want this underneath your Christmas tree. You want all of that. So I'm gonna unpin that. You got that. Listen, thank you so much, Pharaoh. We celebrate you for that. Where are my meditation people at? Come here. Come forward. Where are my meditation folks at? If you are a meditation person, this is for you. You don't want to miss this right here. I'm excited to be able to share this as a meditator, if that's a word. I meditate all of the time. If you do meditation, put that up in there. All right, there it is. I see you, Amara. I see you. I see you. I see you. Listen, we developed these meditation candles, and they're absolutely powerful. That you do, agent. All right, good. You gonna love this. Down here, you see where it says triple meditation candle, triple bliss meditation candle set. You just lit your candles. Good, good, good. You got yours. And so listen, this right here, this candle set is absolutely powerful. Now, this is not like some candles that you just light so because they smell good and real pretty in the house. No, this is not that. And make sure y'all stay. Don't go anywhere. Come on, here we go. This is the abundance candle. This is one of my favorites in the triple bliss set. I like these candles most often because it does attract wealth and abundance. And here's why. Remember, I said everything in the universe vibrates. Everything has a frequency. It has an energetic signature. And the environment it is important for you to cultivate an environment for the thing that you're trying to do. So what this is going to do for you, these candles are 100% soy. We have a cotton wick inside of them. They're all hand poured. This is not something, some set that we get. You can see look at the wax right there because these are fresh poured wax. This is not a candle that we order from somewhere or anything like that. No, we actually pour these ourselves. They're infused with essential oils. The essential oils of bergamot and lemongrass, and also lodestone. If you know what a lodestone is a magnet. So what it does is it magnetizes those and it enhances the magnetic pull of the intention behind it. The intention of this candle is abundance. And it smells absolutely amazing. So if you like lemongrass and bergamot together, so it's really, really, really nice. And so it helps to attract wealth and abundance. This is one of my favorite candles that I like during my meditation time. The second one is another one of my favorite. It is the heal candle. And look here, it's the heal candle. It is rose. This rose candle, this heal candle is perfect during your meditation time, setting the environment for healing. And so you definitely want a part of it. And it smells amazing. It has rose essential oil. And if you understand what rose essential oil is and how you like that candle, no, it's absolutely amazing. So you have to get your triple bliss meditation candle set. And so in this one, this will help set the environment in space like when you're doing your bath time. It is going to help you tremendously. Hey, Miss Pat, good to see you in here. Look at you over here in the YouTube world. This right here, this will help you. This will help you in a tremendous way of creating an environment for healing. It's impossible to be depressed when you smell, oh, Rose, man, this thing smells good. It's now from a smell perspective, it's absolutely one of my favorites. So you definitely want to get the heal candle. And bringing up the rear, but last but not least, is the happy candle. You cannot attract wealth and abundance and you're in an emotional state of depression. No, the happy candle, we developed it. This is infused with lemon verbena. It is my absolute, listen, this is one of my favorite scents because it is attuned and akin to like when you go to those spas and those beautiful spas and those resorts and things, when they have those soaps in there and stuff, it is lemon verbena. And so it smells absolutely amazing, and it really does help to lift the mood, lift your spirits. So during your meditation times, you want to have the heal candle, the happy candle, and most certainly the abundance candle as you're trying to manifest more in your life because it has the lodestone oil. And that lodestone is powerful, powerful, powerful because it's a strong magnetizer to what it is that you're trying to do. So make sure that you grab your Triple Bliss set right there. Make sure that you grab your Triple Bliss set, and I'm happy, 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 happy. All right, so so I'm going to unpin this bad boy. Let's unpin this. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And let me go ahead and remove these because we're getting ready to move forward with the rest of our talk for today. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate it. We celebrate our brother Pharaoh for grabbing his copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go. Come on in the room. All right. We are in part 5. People as environments. People as environments. The energetic influence of relationships. We did a whole talk one day, and when I said, "Show me the 5 people closest to you, and I will show you your future." Show me the 5 people closest to you, and I will show you your future. Y'all remember that? Anybody in here remember that conversation? Y'all remember that talk we did a few months ago? Show me the 5 people closest to you, and I will show you your future. Y'all remember that talk? Well, this is going to echo that conversation in a major way. Thank you, Fine Wine. Every person carries an ecosystem of beliefs. Every person. Remember in part. Remember in part. Remember in part. Remember what I said. The thoughts you have, the thoughts that you have, the words that you speak, the actions that you take, and the emotions that you experience create a resonance. Remember I said that. It creates a resonance. It has a frequency. So every person carries an ecosystem of beliefs and energy that shapes the emotional climate of those around them. You ever just got around somebody and they just made you feel good? You ever just came into a space and you just happy to see your good friend? You ever been in a space where you just felt good? You ever been there? It just felt right. Just wonderful, just good people. Y'all, they just have great energy. They feel good. Y'all laugh. Y'all have a wonderful time together. Y'all could have not seen each other in months, maybe sometimes in years. Fabulous says in here, thank you so much, Fabulous. Good. Yeah, unconditional relationships. But this is beyond unconditional relationships, D. This is unspoken. It is something that you can't buy with money. You can't produce in any kind of fake way because people can say anything. People can do anything. But that feeling is different. That energy is different. Sometimes, everybody has their own energetic frequency, their own energetic signature. And that signature can make your nervous system relaxed. They can look you in the eye. And in a day that has been tumultuous and terrible, it can make you feel calm and at peace. They don't have to say a word, but just to look. Just to be in one another's space, it can do that. It can do that. Every person carries an ecosystem of beliefs and energy that shapes the emotional climate for those around them. There are people that you have that bring you peace. There's some people that bring you chaos. There's some people that their very presence irks your last ever living nerve. It irks your last ever living nerve just to even see. Listen, anybody ever had, your phone ever ring? The phone ever ring and you look at the phone and you say, oh, here we go. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Your phone ring and you look and you say, my. Dang, I don't feel like answering this. I don't feel like dealing with this today. Not today. I'm not. Fine Wine says yes. Delisa, all too well. Too often. Every person carries that energetic signature. And that energetic signature, because everybody has a resonance. Everybody has a frequency. And along with that frequency, it either brings peace or it's going to bring chaos. It's going to be draining. That's a good word, D. Draining. 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 A person's proximity. A person's proximity to certain energies either amplifies their potential or diminishes their light. I got a person, I got this person, every sentence he laughs and the conversation is serious. I just can't. Sometimes that might be a nervous twitch. Hey, Amy, did I just see my girl Amy? Look at our girl Amy up in here. Y'all love on Amy. Y'all love on Amy just a little bit because she's up in here. Welcome in, Amy. We so glad to see you. We missed you. We miss you, Amy. Y'all love on our Amy. Glad to have you in here, superstar. Good to see you. But no. A person's proximity to certain energies either amplifies their potential or diminishes their light. I've always said, even before I was coaching, even before I became a success coach, even before I became a clinically certified hypnotherapist, even before all of that stuff, I would always say it is impossible for anybody to be around me for any true measure of time and they not be better. I said that ever since I was in my 20s. I would say it's impossible for anybody to be in my space for any true measure of time and they not leave better. Impossible. You're going to be better. If you want to see a measure of your character, how do people feel when they're in your presence? Does your spirit help to calm their nervous system, or do you bring chaos to their life? You want to know a good barometer for if you are a match. It's how they make you feel. It's how they make you feel. Especially now, for my brother, come here, brothers, come here, brothers, let me help you. You want a woman, allow her nervous system to feel safe in your presence. Peace is great, but safety is better. Because peace is nice, don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong, D. Peace is wonderful, but safe. If I gotta choose, listen, if I got peace in one hand and safe in another, I'm gonna go with safe. Because in safety there is peace. See, peace is a byproduct of that safe thing. Safe is, thank you. There you see, we're on the same page. See, we're saying the same thing at the same time. Peace is safe. And so a woman has to feel safe. A woman has to feel safe. A woman has to feel safe. And the reason why do I always talk about safe? You just explained how I gained 20 bonus children. Because you made them feel safe. Exactly. That's why, Tamara. They would come to your house. Oh, come on. That's a whole nother conversation there. How they come to you. Listen, when they come to your house, you got all these extra kids because your house is the cool house. Your house is a safe house. Your house is there's a space where they can be themselves authentically. And they feel open and comfortable to be who they truly are. When a woman feels safe, she'll give you everything. Everything that she has. When she feels safe emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially, let's throw that in there too. That's right, non-judgmental, Amy, that's right. But when a woman feels safe, when a woman feels safe, or men feel safe, or we feel safe, we feel open. We are open. We are open. When you feel safe, you can trust. When you can trust, you can allow. When you allow, you're open. And when you're open, you can receive. Not until then, though. But it's so important. It's so important, and it moves in the right direction. It's so important. It's so utterly important. It's so important. A person's proximity to certain energies either amplifies their potential or diminishes their light. If y'all are ready for part 6, put 6 in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, a perfect relationship. Put 6 in the chat. Thank you so much. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Universal laws and environmental alignment. Y'all already know that's one of my favorite words is alignment, alignment, alignment. Alignment allows flow to happen. Alignment is powerful. Alignment, alignment. That's right, brings peace. Come on now. Come on, Miss Pat. The law of vibration teaches that environments hold frequencies that attract outcomes of matching vibration. So if you want to attract wealth and abundance, it's easier to attract wealth and abundance in abundant environments. I noticed, let me tell you something. I noticed something very interesting in my own home. Long time ago when I began to amass a whole lot of wealth, when I started to attract a whole lot of abundance, I started looking at the flowers and the plants in my house. That they would grow and flourish. I had ushered in a matrix, an energy matrix in my own house of wealth and abundance and prosperity. And abundance, because see, you got to remember, abundance is a frequency. Richness is a frequency. And that frequency in and of itself, that frequency in and of itself, it creates a vibrational match. It begins to draw and attract into it abundance, prosperity, things that are in alignment with it. So when I say the law of vibration teaches that environments hold frequency that attracts outcomes of matching vibration. It does. It holds energetic vibrations, a matrix that continuously holds that frequency. That's what it is. So the law of correspondence. In fact, before I get into the law of correspondence, let me put this in here about the law of vibration. High frequency spaces inviting alignment. That puts you in a space where wealth and abundance become very, very easy for you to draw into your space. Come on, here we go. Stagnant spaces reinforce repetitive cycles. So if the nature or the environment that you're in is conducive for growth and development, that's where you want to be. If it is not conducive with growth and development, you definitely want to move beyond it. Do I recommend a certain, like a certain place? Come on, Edie, tell me what you mean. So again, higher vibrations, higher frequency spaces invite alignment. That's what it does. It invites alignment. Oh, do certain plants. No, it was all of them, baby. No, what I was saying was, yes, it creates a symbiote relationship where we begin, let's kind of cycle, we kind of support each other. The plants and me and the plants. But no, I had cultivated an environment. And that environment, everything that I touched began to thrive and grow. Everything that I touched began to flourish. Every plant in the house began to bloom and blossom. Everything just everything. I don't care what it was. It just began to grow. Everything began to grow. Everything began to grow. Everything begins to grow. And so it was creating a matrix of success in my space. And so everything, and then people that were connected to me, I saw opportunities beginning to show up in their own lives because it was a matrix that I had cultivated, and then everything around me had begun to win. And everything around me, opportunities started presenting themselves for me, opportunities started presenting themselves for the people that I was connected to, and all of those things began to echo one another. And so, like right now in this moment, even in this space, in this room, there are people that are connected to the Oasis. And as we are working together, things are beginning to happen. People's lives are beginning to shift and change. Health is getting better. Relationships are getting better. Their financial situations are shifting and changing, and they're becoming more and more abundant. They're beginning to attract more stuff into their space, into their life. That's what they do over and over and over again. The universal law of correspondence reminds us that the outer world is the mirror of the inner world. The outer world is the mirror of the inner world. The outer world is the mirror of the inner world. Tidy surroundings reflecting emotional balance. When you have a clean room, when you have a clean space, it's a reflection of what's going on inside. If you have a room that is filled with clutter and chaos and stuff is everywhere, what is that representative of? It represents what's going on the inside. And so the universal law of correspondence reminds us this, that as within, so without. So if I walk into a room and I see pure chaos, a lot of times a person might be in depression. If a person is going through something emotionally, they don't make up the bed. Drawers that are unorganized are representative of the subconscious mind. Closets that are not organized and neat and straight, they're representative of clutter and chaos that is brewing in the subconscious mind. You want to calm the nervous system, you want to calm the environment, begin out externally, change the environment, begin to organize everything that you have. And then that brings a simple shift in your own experience. All right. So again, that universal law of correspondence is a powerful reminder that our outer world is a mere reflection of our inner world. If y'all are ready for part 7, put 7 in the chat. We are cooking with gas today. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you're ready for part 2, put 2 in part 2. 7. 7 in the chat. Here we go. The metaphysics of reinvention. The metaphysics of reinvention. Metaphysics is that which is above physics. Thank you, Amy, thank you so much, Amy, for my origami piece, for my paper crane that makes me teach better. I promise you it make me teach better. Thank you. The physics of reinvention, changing the space to change the self. Changing the space to change the self. Reinvention becomes easier when the environment reflects the identity they stepped into rather than the identity that they're leaving behind. If you are now choosing to identify with the wealthy version of yourself, make sure that your environment reflects that. In fact, not only your environment, but make sure that you look the part and feel the part. Put on some clothes. Yes, you work from home, put on some clothes. Yes, you're not leaving the house. Do something with your head. Get you a nice bathrobe and use some sexy slippers. Not the fellas now. I ain't talking about y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come out the sweatshirt. I know the sweatshirt is comfortable. I know the sweatshirt is comfortable. Listen, look at Fine Wine laughing. I know. Listen. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't need the fellas to be around here with no sexy slippers on and the silky satin thing. Now, if that's what you want to do, then knock yourself out. If that make you feel rich, woo! If that makes you feel rich, do what you do. All right? Yeah, that button down polo, that'll work. That'll work, D. So, do the thing. To each his own. Hey, right. Whatever that is, okay? Whatever that is. But no, seriously, I want you to begin to embody that version of yourself. Reinvention becomes easier. So when you say you're looking to walk into a new space, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever the new space is, walk into that new space, but it makes it easier when the environment is conducive for it. So again, reinvention becomes easier when the environment reflects the identity. So if you say you're wealthy and you're a multimillionaire and you did this and you're doing that, make sure that your space is nice and neat and tidy. Make sure that everything that it is that you are looking to lean into, make sure your environment is conducive for it. So that's why I love a nice, clean, clutter-free environment. Because that in of itself, I listen to classical music in the morning. When I begin the process of working, when I start my day, I have my tea, I have my classical music. That makes me feel good. As a young child, I remember being 4 or 5 years old at my great grandmother's house, and she had this sherry glass in her curio. And I went in her glass. Y'all remember that glass curio that your grandma's house that you weren't supposed to go into. Y'all know the one that had all of the dishes and the plates and all of the fine stuff. Not the stuff that y'all ate off every day, but the stuff that was set off to the side. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. Well, my grandmother had this sherry glass that was perfect for my little hands. Cause I wasn't no more than about four. I was just four. And so I went in there and I grabbed the sherry glass and I would pour my juice into the sherry glass. And I just liked, and I walked around and I would drink my juice out of wine glass. Yes, I did. I was four. I was 5 years old. As a young kid, I would dress up and I would put on my suit. Literally, I couldn't have been no more than 5 or 6. And I would play businessman. For real. I would dress up, I would play businessman. I had my little plastic Fisher Price phone. Not bougie at 5. I was. Don't get it twisted. I was. I've always been this. I've always. I mean, ain't even no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've always been that way, and that's fine. I'll be bougie at 5. So I had my wine glass. And then if y'all remember, watch this. I'm about to remind you of something. I would sit there and I would have my Fisher Price typewriter. It was brown. And I would have my typewriter. I had my little table and my little chair, and I had my lamp sitting on the desk, and I had my blue phone, my little blue plastic phone right there, and I would be playing businessman. And I had an imaginary secretary. And I remember we would go back to the days of Carol Burnett. Everybody remember Carol Burnett? And we would talk. And then Carol Burnett would always have, there was a Mrs. Wiggins. She was the guy's secretary, Mrs. Wiggins. And he would call her in there to take dictation and all kinds of stuff like that. And so I had my, I had my imaginary Tim Conway. See, there you go. See, Tim Conway had his doggone, he had his secretary. I had mine too. He had a Mrs. Wiggins. I had a Mrs. Wiggins. And so I walked around. I literally had on a suit. I would get my Sunday suit and put at 5. I would have my suit on, sitting at my table with my typewriter, my lamp, and my Fisher Price, my blue phone, and I would be in my chair, and I'm playing businessman. And I remember the first time when I became grown, I was an adult, and I would sit back and I would think, I said, boy, I sure been doing this a long time. As I sat to my desk and I had my laptop and my computer and I was meeting with my clients. I had a vision. But see, here's the thing. I was creating an environment. And not only was I creating the environment, that's right, Joe. That's right, Joe. I was embodying it. And so right now, these are the things that I want you to begin to do. Embody being the wealthy version of you. Embody that, what that feels like, what that looks like. Become it. Listen, be it before you see it. And so fix yourself up. Put that hoodie down. I know it's comfortable and it's cold outside, but get you something sexy and put that on for yourself. And you walk around with your sherry glass. You might not be 5 years old, but you got a glass in your house that you can drink your Kool-Aid out of that's reflective. Lord, and they say, oh my God, I played grocery store. I had almost 30 years Lord have mercy. Yeah, you played grocery store and then you were a grocery store executive for 172 years. Look at you. We know. We know. You were embodying things as a child that made you who you are right now. If you think about the things that you incorporated into your life, it's a reflection, confirmation. So now it's time for you to look with intentionality at your environment. I want you to be mindful of your relational environments. I want you to be mindful of your home environment. I want you to be mindful of your physical environment. How you look. When you look in the mirror, who do you see? Do you see somebody that's in shape, that's taking care of themselves? Do you see? I am 54 years old. If I cut off this and all of this right here, you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. I am 54, and in a few weeks, in a few weeks, I'll be 55, baby. Trust me and believe. I'll be 55 years old. And I feel absolutely amazing. I can still outrun. Yes, thank you so very much. 55, 54. Yes, I will be 55 in a few weeks. And so, but think about it. Imagine if I cut this off. Listen, I promise you, listen, when I would like when I wear my hair low, this is my winter look. You thought I was a young boy? Oh, thank you so much, fine wine. God bless you. Listen. If I cut all this is my winter look. And I also am keeping this look because I'm doing that television series that y'all don't know nothing about. That I'm filming, so I have to maintain a particular look so that every time we shoot, it's consistent. Trust me and believe. Now, this might look during the wintertime, but as soon as the sun comes out in the spring, I cut all this jive off, and I'm a low haircut, slim down, all of that. You wouldn't know that I'm 55. Listen, people still try to card me. All the kids worked for me, and I paid them with peppermint candy to do my chores. I love it. I love it, Fabulous. See, you already knew. You already knew, Fabulous, that you were going to be the business coach. You already knew that. You were the business person. You thought I was a young boy, but thank you so much. But no, if I were to shave all of this off, and what's my point in sharing that? My point is that I look at my body as a temple, like for real, and there's certain things I'm not going to put into it. Now, will I smoke a cigar? Yeah, you'll see me smoke a cigar. But do I smoke a cigar every day? No. Yes, you'll see me have a drink. You know how often? And then when I do, it may be a finger, what we call a finger. It's like enough to taste, to go, but to like the drink, to get drunk, no, that ain't my thing. That's not my thing. I eat well, I take supplements, I get outside, I walk, I exercise when I can. I got a treadmill here in the house. There are things that I do. And so the same thing for you. How do you create a wealthy lifestyle? Because see, here's the thing. Success is not a goal. Success is not a destination. Success is a lifestyle. You got me turned up in the nail shop. Tell everybody in the nail shop I said, hey. Listen, listen, Janae got us on the nail shop. We love Janae. Thank you so much, Janae. You make me laugh every day, girl. So, so, yeah, exactly. In moderation, D. But that's good. Listen, I want to invite y'all to the Oasis. I want to invite y'all to the virtual hypnosis experience too. So go on and share them how to do that thing and do what you do over there, Janae. Because as we begin to attract wealth and abundance and prosperity into their space, into our lives, that's what you have to do. The environment matters. The relationships that you have in your life matter. Show me the 5 people closest to you and I'll show you your future. All of those things, they absolutely matter. They matter. And so when you look at the metaphysics of reinvention and you're reinventing yourself to become the better version of yourself, you need to be in alignment. And so what else needs to be in alignment? The thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, the emotions that you experience. And on top of that, it's the environment. It has to be conducive for that shift and change. Sometimes you may have to relocate houses. Sometimes you have to move into a new neighborhood. Sometimes you have to move to a new city, a new state, leave the country altogether and go to a new space, a new country where you can be something totally different. I remember in Genesis, one of the things that if y'all have read my first book, Our Spirits Renewed, it's in the Oasis. In the Oasis, I give away for free. And when I made that decision, when I hit that state of depression and I made the decision to leave the country, it was my good friend who preached a message one day, and he was in Genesis, and it was talking. It was the scripture. I don't know the number. No, I'm not one of those people that know the numbers and all of that and can call them out. I'm not. But he was preaching one day, and he was talking about Abraham. And I think it was before his name became Abraham. I think he was Abram at the time. And God had told me, he said, look here, bro. I'm kind of speaking in modern day vernacular, if you will. He was told to say, look here, Abram. I need you to go on and leave this place here. I need you to go to a land that you don't know. You don't know, they don't know you. You a stranger. And there in that land, I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to show you how your seed shall be prosperous for all these generations and all that kind of stuff, right? Anybody familiar with, anybody went to Bible school? I mean, what they call it? Bible school? Sunday school. They went to Sunday school, Bible study, any of them things. Because, we're from down south. We know what we talk. We down south because from down south, your grandma made you go to school, go to Sunday school and all of that kind of stuff. But that lesson, it literally told them that you needed to go to a land that people, Genesis 12:1. Look at Fabulous. Fabulous know the scripture. See, thank you so much. Genesis 12:1. Go into a land that you don't know and they don't know you. And there I'm going to show you your greatness. I'm going to show you the legacy that you are building. And so many of you need to leave where you are. So I left. The version of me that you see today is because I left this country. The version of you, what you hear right now in this moment is a reflection of me leaving the United States, leaving and going to the Caribbean and staying in Jamaica for 3 months. And as I stayed there for 3 months, I reinvented myself. And so as you reinvent yourself, reinvention becomes easier when the environment reflects the identity they're stepping into rather than the identity that they're leaving behind. So, baby, when I sat there and I saw myself walking around in linen all day long, listen, I walk around in t-shirts now. Yes, the 5-year-old version walked around in a suit. Yes. There was a season when as an adult, I walked around in my fine suits and I did all of that. Yes, I have the tailored suits. I have the tuxedos and all of that stuff in my closet. But right now, baby, I wear t-shirts because I reinvented myself. I left the country. Oh yeah, I'm cooking with gas today. I left the country. I went to a land that I did not know. The people didn't know me. And there I was shown my future. I saw that I would be empowering, impacting the lives of people from all over, that I would be creating a space called the Oasis. And I see the retreats. I already started them. I have all of the things. I saw it and I walked in it and I'm living it. The thing for each and every one of you right now in this moment, it is time for you to have your River Jordan moment. There is a promised land that you need to prepare to walk yourself into. You need to prepare to walk into that promised land. And what is that promised land? That land is the land of overflow for you. That land is a land of overflow. And yes, I know this sounds real biblically and churchy, but y'all gonna have to deal with that today. Because, yeah, I was raised in the church. No, I'm not a pastor. That ain't me. That ain't me. I'm trying to tell you right now. Because I drink liquor, smoke cigars. No, let me mind. I'm gonna be quiet. But nevertheless, there is a moment that all of us have to choose. Yes, you don't know how you're speaking and confirming in my life right now in this moment. That's right. Well, come on in here, Fabulous. You were supposed to be in here today. Every time we all reach a passage in our life when it's time for us to leave the wilderness. Mm. Oh boy. Mm. Um. There, each and every one of us has a moment where we come to the river Jordan, and it's time for us to leave the wilderness of our past behind. And we have to have courage in order to walk, to cross the river Jordan. And because we sent some agents across to check out the land and see if we could possess the land. And sometimes you go online and you start doing research and you start asking friends and you start asking family members about you looking at other things and you crossing over into the river and crossing over into the promised land. But those reports that came back, they told me in the story, some kind of way in the story, that the people came back and the spies came back and they said, oh no, we can't go over there. That's you listening to the voices of outside. And sometimes those internal voices will say, you can't do it either. But you have to incorporate faith and courage. And as you choose to walk across that river into the promised land, it is the environmental shift. Had they stayed in the wilderness, had they stayed in the wilderness, they never would have come out and been able to occupy the promised land. The same things for you right now in this very moment. You are at, thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Monique. Many of you are at your River Jordan moment. You are at your River Jordan moment. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Monique. You're at that moment and you have to make a decision. And that decision is going to be grounded in courage. It's going to be grounded in the vision that you have been shown. You've seen it for yourself. You know what your life needs to look like. You know what it is. You just have to have the courage and the unmitigated gall to embrace it. And you need to change environments because if you stay in the wilderness, you're going to continue to get a wilderness lifestyle. You can't stay in the wilderness and expect to eat the fruits that are in the promised land. That don't make sense. It doesn't work. And so many of you have one foot in the wilderness and you have one foot leaning towards the promised land and you're schizophrenic and you're hemming and hawing about your decision to move forward. So now you have to realize that you have to pull the trigger. Now it's time for you to make a decision so that you can begin to walk into that space. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. There's no ifs, there's no ands, there's no buts about it. You have to pull the trigger. You have to choose. No, you can't do both. You can't be good and bad at the same time like that. No, it's time. It is time. It's time for you to embrace the version of you that you really are, that you truly are. And listen, I am excited to be the catalyst in many of your spaces right now. Because I listen, I have had my River Jordan moments. I've had the moment where I had to look within myself and to be honest, as I looked around me and I said, where I'm at right now, this don't match. This don't fit. So as I change what's happening on the inside, as I change what was going on the inside, the thoughts that I had, the words that I speak, the actions that I take, the emotions that I experience, I began to project that out into the quantum field because I created a whole new resonance based upon the new identity that I had. The new identity created new standards and new boundaries for myself. And as you begin to walk in new standards, new boundaries for yourself, you begin to have a new existence. That new existence is systemic of what? The thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. They're projected out into the quantum field, and then the quantum field reflects it back to you as reality. Changing surroundings becomes a metaphysical declaration that a new version of self is being activated right now in this moment. A person accelerates transformation when they place themselves in an environment that reflects the future instead of reinforcing the past. A person becomes powerful the moment they realize that they are not required to remain in environments that call them to shrink. shrink. That's what many of you have been doing. You've been shrinking. You've been shrinking. You've been shrinking to be accepted by the tribe. You've been shrinking to be accepted by family. It's caused you to people please and to do things that you really didn't want to do. Bending to the lesser, acquiescing to the mediocrity of others, not setting standards but not setting standards for yourself and maintaining those standards. Not maintaining the boundaries that you set, allowing people to manipulate and to control you in ways that keep you locked step with the old version of you, because that's the version of you that they can control, and that's what they like. And because they can't control you in that season, they don't like you. They don't like the new you. They hate the new you. They despise the new you because they cannot manipulate and control the new you. So you have to change environments. You got to change the relationship. You got to get rid of that dude. You got to get rid of that chick. You got to begin to trust yourself. You got to begin to trust your seeds. You got to begin to trust your power. You got to begin to walk in that thing. You got to change the environment. Leave that job. I know you're scared. I know you're scared. I understand. Because the subconscious mind loves what? It loves the familiar. It loves the same old thing. Change that situation. Change them family ties. Listen, don't go to that cookout. Don't go to that Christmas dinner just because Big Mama gonna be there. I'm the wrong one to talk to about placating Big Mama, because Big Mama gonna be there and Big Mama gonna go see Jesus real soon and all of that. You good? You good, Fabulous? Yeah, just big, because Big Mama gonna be there and all that kind of stuff. We ain't got time for that. It's okay. Big Mama, I love you. I can't come because so-and-so, them other folks gonna be there, and I don't even rock with them people like that. All right? All right. I'm just saying. Don't go. I ain't going. I'm serious. Listen, you can't invite me to certain environments, certain family situations, certain family functions. Oh, who are, you know the question. Y'all know the question. Don't feel bad on birthday and gatherings. I don't fool with my family like that. Hey, listen. I who y'all already know thank you, Tamara. Who all over there? Who coming? Who all gonna be there? Say it, fine wine. Who you say gonna be there? Oh, no, I ain't coming. I ain't coming. But Big Mama gonna be there and she would love to see you. You know what? Big Mama know where I live. Oh, y'all can bring Big Mama over here. I ain't coming. Big Mama know I love her. I can't do it. I can't do it. No, I can't deal with the negativity in the room. There you go, D. I can't deal with it. I can't do it. Time to leave it behind. I am all for embracing the greatest version of you. I'm all for creating an environment that is conducive for the best version of yourself. Environments become patterns of transformation. Environments are your partners in crime. And so our conversation for the last 2 days has been so important for somebody in here. It's been important for somebody in here. You know that I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you too. The greatest season of your life is waiting for you to embrace it. That's you. And listen, if you're ready to take your life to the next level and you want to work with me one-on-one, I'm that dude. I'm going to tell you right now. And anybody who works with me, anybody who has done the one-on-one coaching or the hypnosis pieces with me, and mostly the hypnosis. Oh, you needed this because you feel guilty. Girl, don't feel guilty. Let them people, they'll be all right. Merry Christmas. I sent the card. I'm a terrible coach when it comes to that stuff like that because I don't play the radio. Nope. Nope. I can't. I ain't going to do it. I can't do it. But nevertheless, if you're ready to take your life to the next level, click that little orange thing right down there and say, listen. Joyce said, I ain't even sending no cards. If you're ready to take your life to the next level, go ahead and you want to work with me one-on-one. Listen, there are people that'll tell you that this is what I do. This is what I do. I'm going to hold your hand, but I'm going to also hold you accountable. I'm going to help to create and cultivate a safe space within you, but I'm also going to push you off that ledge. He'll be all right. I ain't a feel good coach. I'm a success coach. And I believe, and I don't like foolishness. I like real. I like to see people become the best version of themselves, irrespective of themselves, especially the old version. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this has been an amazing conversation. And y'all already know what time it is. Listen, thank y'all so much. This has absolutely been great. And again, if this resonates with you at any level, I'm gonna put this up here and then we're gonna get up out of here. And if any part of our conversation today resonated with you at any level, I'm telling you right now, you want to definitely grab your copy. If you don't have your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, go ahead and grab your copy. Thank you. Thank you, D. If you have not grabbed your copy of Cracking Abundance, go ahead and grab your copy. And y'all already know what I'm about to do. I'm about to do. It's that time. So listen, thank you so much. It's my YouTube family. Let me go ahead and tell them, let me say goodbye. But I'm gonna hold this up over here on on the TikTok side. Make sure that you get your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. We'll send that bad boy out to you today. It's gonna help your life. I promise you it will. Listen, grab your copy right now. So listen, thank you so much to our YouTube family. We about to have our after party over here on TikTok. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate you. Thank you, Janae, for moderating over here. You ain't have too much work to do today, but I truly appreciate your presence. Thank you to our moderators over here, Mimi and Fine Wine. Mimi had to go and do whatever she had to go do. Like you say, she had to go see a man about a dog. So thank you so much for holding the fort down, Fine Wine. We truly appreciate you. We all truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Fine Wine and Janae and Mimi for showing up and showing out and getting out. All right. So listen, thank y'all so much over here in YouTube land. We're about to have our after party over here on TikTok. We truly appreciate everything about you, everything that you're doing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your presence. And I hope to see you next time. And all of the ladies in the nail shop, we love you. All right. Bye-bye. We'll see y'all later. Let me go.